Holy shit. Don't snap me, Thanos. I said don't slap me. Reapers, what's his good? It's your boy Laser. He's always back with another scary reaction video. He's on this scary content. So you can do live. He has written top 5 scariest pirates to have sailed the 7 seas. Guys, pirates back in the day, bro, they used to fucking shoot each other with cannonballs, bro. If you guys enjoy scary content, you want scary videos like features, please let me you subscribe and turn the notification bell icon. I also stream every night on Twitch. Go check out streams, fucking amazing. Let's dive straight into the video.
Are the top 5 scariest pirates to have sailed the 7 seas.
To fear death is a choice. And they can't hang us all.
For the curious amongst you, that clip was from the awesome TV series Black Sails, and if you like this particular list, then you'll definitely find something worthwhile in that show. Also, it depicts a particular notorious pirate meeting his demise at the gallows that may or may not be appearing on this list. I'll give you 10 points if you can guess who it is. Anyway, I guess we better get on with the show. Kicking off at
Crazy how pirates still exist today, bro. They still exist today. But they look different now.
Number 5, Charles Vane. Yeah, exactly. Did you get those 10 points? The man in chains that met his demise at Gallows Point in the legendary Jamaican town of Port Royal, way back in 1721. Charles Vane, in many ways, was perhaps the archetypal pirate. He seized opportunity wherever it presented itself, and more so than many of the more respectful buccaneers, Charles Vane was an incredibly violent and bloodthirsty individual. He was believed to have been born sometime in 1680 in the then Kingdom of England, before finding his way to the Bahamas as a young man where his piratical career began. By 1717, Charles Vane had become such a successful privateer that his machinations led him to being one of the most prolific leaders in the newly founded Republic of Pirates in Nassau, alongside the likes of Calico Jack Rackham.
Pirates, man. Pirates of the Caribbean. Dun 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 dun.
Stede Bonnet and Sam Bellamy. From here, Charles Vane ravaged his way across the Bahamian waters in his fleet of pirate vessels, the Lark, the Ranger and the Catherine. He became feared by sailors alike for his cutthroat cruelty, often torturing sailors from the ships he captures just for the sake of it. Things didn't end too well for old Charlie though, because by February 1719, Vane and his pirate fleet were caught in a storm off the Bay Islands, and his reckless decision making forced his crew to mutiny, where they marooned him on an uncharted island in classic pirate fashion. Here he was picked up by a passing British ship, recognised as the wanted criminal that he was, and finally met his end after being brought to Port Royal, where he was tried and hanged for piracy in March 1721. Coming in at number 4, Bartholomew Roberts. Barty Roberts, perhaps the most successful pirate in terms of amassed wealth in the whole of the golden age of piracy. Born John Roberts on the 17th of May 1682 near Pembrokeshire in Wales, he would eventually go down in history under the nom de plume Black Bar, although that particular title was never used during his lifetime. It is often debated as to whether Roberts was born a peasant or into a family of wealth, but nevertheless, he took to the 7 seas at the ripe old age of just 13.
Can you take a sword, bro, and put it up my asshole? Dude, motherfuckers would constantly walk the plank back in the day, bro, just because they didn't finish their fucking crusty ass sandwich with maggots in time, bro. And the diseases they would capture on the fucking ships, man, holy fucking hell. They would get all sorts of bacterias and shit, you know? Those fucking ships, man, when they sailed,
where eventually he worked his way up to the rank of second mate on the slave ship Princess for the East India Company. And while this is where things got a little bit interesting for Barty Roberts, as the Princess was besieged by a fleet of pirates led by Captain Howell Davis and later captured. The pirates offered the crew 2 choices: die or become a pirate. Turns out Captain Davis and Roberts got on like a house on fire. They were both Welsh and conversed often in their native tongue, and although he was reluctant to become a pirate, he soon saw the advantages of the liberty and freedom that came with it. In fact, following Captain Davis's death at the hands of a Portuguese ambush, the crew later elected Roberts as their new captain, despite only being a pirate for a few weeks. Thus began one of the most successful careers in piracy ever seen, as his crew's loyalty and admiration for Roberts began to grow alongside his fearsome reputation and expert seamanship. In total, Bartholomew Roberts captured over...
Bro, this is completely off topic, but it's like, by the way, if you're new to my channel, I'm like the most twisted weirdo you'll ever see. Like, welcome to my channel, man. But it's like, my mind, bro, is like, it's like my whole brand for a reason. Like, when you think of Stripes, bro, you think of crazy-ass, twisted people. Like, that's twisted and Stripes just go so well together. But people always like, what's going on in your mind, bro? Dude, my mind's at constant warfare, man. I'm telling you. spiritual warfare is a real thing. Like, my mind is just, it's a constant war, bro. It's just chaos going on in my mind, man. Bro, that and I'm a horny ass bitch. Were the pirates horny back then, bro? I swear, did the pirates just used to fuck each other 24/7, bro? Were they horny ass bitches, bro? Like me, I swear, bro. I'm a horny ass bastard.
Over 400 ships in his career and amassed nearly 500 vessels in his pirate fleet. His raids led him from Brazil and South America to the west coast of Canada and eventually Africa. Ultimately, Roberts was killed in battle near Cape Lopez, his death shocking the Royal Navy and the pirate world alike. But before his body could be captured, his crew fulfilled his final wish: burial at sea, wrapped in his ship's sail. His remains were never found. Next up at number 3, Edward Teach, aka the one and only
Edward Teach, please teach me more about pirates, please. Like, how did pirates grow their beards back in the day? Ooh. Yeah, I keep forgetting that pirates, like, their beards, their style was like an octopus. Like, if you look at it, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are 6. Octopuses have 6 arms, right?
notorious privateer Blackbeard. Now you might be thinking that number 3 is pretty low for a legendary pirate such as Blackbeard, but the fact of the matter is Blackbeard was actually a pretty decent guy, and as far as gruesome torture and bloodthirsty violence goes, he was on the tamer side of piracy. Instead, Blackbeard relied on the illusion of fear and the theatrics of the dark arts to strike fear in the hearts of men, and boy did he find success in that. Contrary to popular belief, Edward Teach spurned the use of any force and was far removed from the modern day picture of the tyrannical pirate he's so often depicted as. He commanded all of his vessels with the consent of his crews, and there is no known historical account of him ever harming or murdering those that he held captive. Blackbeard was a shrewd and calculating leader, commanding his infamous 40-gun ship, Queen Anne's Revenge. He would often board a ship in an ominous cloud of smoke created by the slow matches that he would light in his beard and hat. It was also heavily rumoured that Blackbeard was involved in voodoo and the dark arts, but it's also highly likely that it was a rumour started by Blackbeard himself. You see, the terrifying legacy of Blackbeard is down to the mystery that he permeated. In all likelihood, we will never know his true name, as Edward Teach is often believed to be a pseudonym alongside the many other names that are associated with him. Nevertheless, that was the point of his notoriety, and seemingly he became one of the most iconic pirates in history while still being a pretty decent dude. Nice one, Blackbeard. Swinging it now at number 2.
Blackbeard. Can you, never mind, I was about to say a whole lot of nothing. This is very interesting.
Qing Shi. And where do we even begin? Because when it comes to pirates, Qing Shi is without a doubt the most successful pirate in history, commanding the largest pirate crew ever assembled, the Red Flag Fleet, 300 ships consisting of anywhere between 20,000 and 40,000 pirates that ravaged and plundered the Seven Seas for over a decade. And still, she died in...
I can't imagine how fucking... I just knows where it's dirty as shit, bro. Dude, this gives me vibes of like all the fucking, the kiddie pool or just the pool back in the day, bro. The neighborhood pool just being crowded back in the day, bro. You got a bunch of people just pissing and shitting in the water, bro. Speaking of water, bro, did y'all hear that fucking jacuzzi accident that happened not too long ago, bro? Some fucker, well, it's not even related to like people pissing or shitting in the water, but I don't know, it just came to mind for some reason. How did something so unrelated come to mind when I'm thinking about this? But it's like, y'all saw that fucking jacuzzi like electric accident, like motherfuckers got like electrocuted or some shit. It was fucked up. That's like a new fear unlocked, bro. I'm actually very terrified to go in fucking jacuzzis now and like there's like hotels or whatever, you know what I'm fucking saying? Holy shit.
In her own bed as a free woman at the age of 70 after retiring and running a successful casino in southern China. Born in 1775, she became a Cantonese prostitute working in a floating brothel in Guangzhou. In 1801, she married the notorious pirate Cheng Yi, and following his death, she utilized her shrewd opportunism to gain control of his fleet. From then on, Qing Shi ruled the oceans with an iron fist, beheading anyone who stepped out of line and ruling over her Red Flag Fleet with a strict pirate's code that often resulted in cruel and violent punishments for any broken rule. The thing is though,
bro, it's fucking Thanos' thing, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. Don't snap me, Thanos. I said don't slap me. Slap and snap are the same things, right? It's just a synonym. I like cinnamon buns. I'm gonna glaze all over them in a second.
Despite her tyrannical punishments, it worked to a startling efficiency, allowing the widow of Cheng to ultimately rule over tens of thousands of pirates. Her ability to coordinate such a large pirate fleet pitted her against entire navies, and she often skirmished against the British, the Chinese, and the Portuguese, plundering and reaving with ease by sheer numbers alone. In fact, she was such an iconic pirate that after her eventual capture, the Chinese government granted her a pardon, and in her later years she served as a military advisor when battling against the British Army in the First Opium War of 1839. Her success as a pirate is completely unrivaled, and her legacy alone remains an extraordinary feat of history. And finally, coming in at our #1 spot, Ned Low. Because whilst Ching Shi is without a doubt the most successful pirate in history, our #1 spot is reserved for perhaps the most cruel. Edward Low, otherwise known as Ned, was actually only active as a pirate for 3 short years, but during that time he committed some of the most violent and heinous acts ever seen throughout the golden age of piracy. Born into poverty in the year 1690 in Westminster, London, Ned became a thief and a pickpocket at an early age. After a taste for crime as a young man, he soon caught a ship bound for the New World, where he briefly settled in Boston, Massachusetts. After his wife...
The Boston Tea Party, bro. Holy shit. The Boston Tea Party. They threw tea overseas, and then the entire fucking water started tasting like tea. What a surprise. Can they throw me in the water so I can drink some tea? Dude, crazy how they wasted like so much tea. Like, that actually pisses me off, bro. And it's crazy how my goofy ass used to think, oh, tea party. Like, we're talking, set up a little picnic desk, bro, in our fucking rooms. And then we have our Barbie doll on the other side, bro. And then we sip each other's tea. The fact that some motherfuckers do... I can't believe girls actually used to, like, do that shit as kids, bro. Like, straight up, like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's, like, it's just crazy to me, like, how that was, like, entertaining to fucking little girls back in the day, bro. Just have a little tea party, bro, have the picnic set up, you know what I'm saying?
Died in childbirth, Ned decided to take out his rage as a pirate, and thus began one of the most bloodthirsty reigns in piracy. Ned Low preferred to maintain a small fleet of 3 or 4 ships, and during his brief 3-year endeavour, Low and his crew captured over 100 ships, burning the vast majority of them after torturing and murdering their crewmen. During one particular pillage, fearing capture, the enemy ship's captain threw his loot overboard, abandoning it at sea. After discovering what he'd done, Low sliced off the captain's lips with a dagger, then cooked them in a frying pan and forced the captain to eat them. He made a man eat his own lips. And then he massacred the entire crew and burned...
They eat each other feces. Crazy think that I'm gonna do that in the future. No, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. But I'm definitely gonna... I said some of my other videos, I'm gonna shit. Me and my future soulmate are gonna shit on each other. Dead serious. Not playing. Motherfuckers think I'm joking when I say that. I'm not playing. I'll never eat it, though. That's disgusting. How the fuck do people do that shit? That's how you get diseases and shit. No, the fuck. Definitely gonna shit on each other in the future. That's normal, right? Don't lie, guys. We all just... Our fucking, you know, our love couples, we all just shit on each other. That's normal, right?
the ship to cinders. The thing is, little is written about Ned Low because he was such a force of cruelty and hatred. In the words of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Ned Low was a savage and desperate man, a man of amazing and grotesque brutality. Unlike the romanticized notions of the likes of Blackbeard and Captain Roberts, Ned Low was a true psychopath who saw the opportunity of piracy to satiate not just his criminal endeavors, but the darkness of his own soul. The true meaning of a dread pirate. Skull and crossbones and all. Well, there we have it, horror fans.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Which one of those pirates was the most scared of you? Is your scary content? These are our scariest features to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.
Extra large money.